One of the biggest problems nowadays with young men is that they are way too full of themselves. Personally, I think it comes off as being more feminine than having swag and manly.
Ooh, look at me. I got a fresh line of sparkly rims in the car to match my outfit.
The funniest thing that in a fight, they act like the biggest of bitches when they lose. This is where a father is needed most in a son's life, because only a man can teach a young man that he can't always win. And sometimes you have to take one for the team. Not to mention learning the basic fundamentals of how and when you have to let certain things just go. Yeah, some women will have a problem with what I say, but I speak from experience. And there was a huge difference between when a woman would tell me to shut up and sit down and a man telling me to sit down. Sure, a woman can sympathize and try to understand with what may be going on inside of your head, but only another man after losing a fight or during a major crisis can reassure that you gotta just take a loss and accept failure. Yeah, it sucks sometimes, but and you may want to kick rocks, but that's just the way it is. And you know what kills me? Is that women during an argument always carry that instant anger scratch-off card in their back pockets and choose to use it at the worst of times. It always sounds like this.
Blah, 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 blah. Why don't you be a real man and say what you gotta say?
But we must learn that this is only a trigger mechanism, and she doesn't understand what it's like to be a man in the first place. Of course, she can't beat you physically, so this is her way to get back at you mentally. As men, we learn from watching someone else or life experiences, but sometimes it's hard to learn by bumping your head until you get it right. And a perfect example is having a relationship. We as men aren't emotional creatures, and so when we go through situations like breaking up in a relationship, we tend to go sort of nutty. Because we've never really been forced to sort out emotions and feel. We think, but we don't put emphasis on feeling. My point is, this is how a stalker is created, because he never discussed how to take a loss and move on. And now he's beating on your door at 3 o'clock in the morning, screaming, "Rochelle, come and open this door. We need to talk right now. I need you. Hey, whose car is this in the motherfucking driveway?" Once again, teaching men and women how to take one for the team and being humble would stop a lot of problems, arguments, and fistfights in Walmart during Christmas time. Ladies, just because she didn't say hello back doesn't always mean
That she doesn't like you.
maybe she just didn't hear you. And fellas, just because your team doesn't have LeBron doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Don't take your frustrations out on the old lady and the kids. Just accept that your team sucks. Go Cavs.
Day and night.